Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of Down in the Bayou. I am BayouSniper. Thank you so much for being here and supporting the podcast. Um, the NBA is in full swing. We are now in November, and there's a lot to talk about for our Real Hoops segment, the first part of Down in the Bayou. Once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting the show. It's been great. If you want to be a guest on the show to represent your team, please just hit me up on X or Discord. I'm always in there. I'm in Bouch County. I'm in collecting and connecting. I'm everywhere. So feel free to reach out. We would love to have you. We've had awesome guests such as Ginobili Source in the last episode representing the Spurs. We've had El Rolio in the previous guest episode representing the Warriors. And I need an Eastern Conference team. So it'd be cool if I could talk to an Eastern Conference team uh, collector soon. So come on, don't be afraid. Represent your team on Down in the Bayou. Now, let's get started with the real hoops in the NBA. Quick recap of my Pelicans struggles. We are now the New Orleans Hamstrings. We have 7 guys out, 6 out of our 7 top guys out. Zion is dealing with a hamstring. He should be back before Christmas. CJ, DeJounte, they will be back probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks or so. And then we've got Herb out. He'll be back in about 4 weeks. And my boy Jordan Hawkins, he will be back probably in about a week or so. Um, I was really down at the beginning of this long injury stretch that we've had for the past 2 weeks, but the more I've got to think and um, it's going to help develop other guys like Yves Misi and BI can just ball out as he did against our first opponent in the NBA Cup against the Nuggets without Jokic. We got the W there. And I was looking at the schedule, we have 17 games in January, and it looks bleak right now. Admittedly, it does. But we have 17 games in January. By then, all of our guys, if not most, will be back by then. And if we can just ramp it up, make a run there, and continue on, and DeJounte takes control of the offense and Zion rises, I don't see why our season couldn't be salvaged. So I'm not hitting the panic button right now. I am concerned, but I can't wait for our guys to be back. And I can't wait to have guys, on the Pelicans actually have moments minted because of their performance, which they haven't had the opportunity to because they're out. Um, so yeah, that's all on the Pelicans front. But for the majority of this segment for this week, I want to talk about 2 things. One is that guy back there, Mr. Anthony Davis, which we'll talk in a bit. But the main team I want to talk about for the Real Hoops segment this episode is the Cleveland Cavaliers. No surprise here. They are 14 and 0. 14 and 0. Okay? This team is just winning in ways that I just I just don't see possible. They are having blowout wins. They are having come back from 20-point deficit wins. They are having wire to wire close game wins. They are having game winning shot wins. I just they are winning in every single way possible. And it's no surprise that I'm talking about them because everybody now knows that they're hot and they're 14-0 having this historic run at the beginning of the season. But none of us picked this on our bingo card. No NBA fan did. I don't even if you ask a Cavs fan, there's no way that they say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go undefeated for the first month and a half of the season." Um, but I will say that they are the funnest team to watch. And like once you look at their roster, they should be like an elite team, especially in the East. You know, just look at the front court. Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley together. That is a defensive gauntlet for a team in the front court. And they are showing it. They're really developing chemistry on the defensive end. And, Jarrett Allen always grabs rebounds, but Evan Mobley's rise to stardom on this team is something to take note of. He's playing like an all-star on both ends of the floor. He's being so aggressive on offense, which we haven't seen in past years. Even his one of his best years last year, we haven't seen him be this aggressive. And now his numbers are starting to show, and the team's record is also reflecting that. And then you have Darius Garland. Darius Garland, my favorite Cavs player. I'm a big Garland guy. I love how he plays, high IQ player, former 2022 All Star. He's still young, and he is really taking command of the heart and soul of this Cleveland Cavaliers team. If you just watch it, he's the one who starts everything. Yes, Donovan Mitchell, Spida, he's the star. He is killing the league inside and out, especially on this 3-point shooting percentages. They look great. Um, but for me, the real shining star, the hidden gem, is Darius Garland. He's averaging 20 and 7 on amazing shooting splits, and he's efficient. He's so efficient this year, and he's available. So you have something to deal with in the front court, like Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, and then you got to worry about Spida and Garland on the off. Like when you're playing defense and they're coming down with the ball, that is tough. And you have guys contributing like Sam Merrill, you know, and Ty Jerome. These guys are just coming off the bench, and it's next man up mentality. And Kenny Atkinson, probably besides JJ Redick, probably the hire of the year that will go down as like, wow, teams like mine, like New Orleans, like I'm not a big Willie Green guy. I wish we had Kenny Atkinson. That would be amazing. Or JJ Redick. And he's playing so many sets that are just confusing defenses, and he's so hard on the guys, but you can tell that they listen to him and they respect him, which is an oddity in today's NBA, is having that coaching respect. And Kenny Atkinson and the Cavaliers, like, when are they going to lose? But I don't want them to lose. It's been so fun watching this team play, and their moments on Top Shot are going to reflect that. For instance, the Darius Garland MGLE, which I played earlier. Um, this this moment is amazing, and I think this is kind of the defining first quarter of the season for Cleveland when Darius Garland scores 39 against the Bucks. No Giannis, but they had Dame. Dame was going crazy. It was a point guard duel, and the Cavs snuck out with the win. Um, and like I said, the Cleveland Cavaliers have just been finding new ways to win, and that is what is really exciting me watching this team. Is they're not just taking nights off or like scheduled losses. They're literally undefeated. Like that is insane. And of course they're gonna lose sometime. I don't know when, but they're gonna lose sometime. But after that, that's when I want to see how this Cavaliers team responds, because that's gonna tell us a lot. Um, and then I have to talk about Anthony Marshawn Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers. This guy is dominating the league. I've said it in previous episodes, and I kept saying, well, we'll see if he continues. We'll see if he continues. Guys, I'm a huge Anthony Davis fan. His time in New Orleans, he just did everything for us. He, in my opinion, best New Orleans player to ever put on a Pelicans jersey. And we should retire his number here. Um, and really sad when he left, little hurt, but like that didn't really bother me because I love him as a player. So followed him with the Lakers now, watch him win his first championship in the bubble. And there's been some questions about, his availability, like kind of like Zion. Um, but he's proven everybody wrong the past 2 years. Last season, played 70, 72, 73, 70 something games, super available, uh, had a defensive player of the year caliber year with averaging 25 points per game. He is the engine of the Los Angeles Lakers. He is the guy. I don't care. It's not LeBron. He is 1A. It is Anthony Davis, and JJ Redick is now playing through 80. It's a difference. There was stretches last season where 80 didn't touch the ball really in the third or fourth quarter in certain like 6-minute stretches, which is crazy for how elite this guy is on two ways. But now JJ Redick is forcing the ball in AD's hands in actions, especially with D'Lo coming off the bench now, which I think is a great move. And you see AD just super aggressive. I mean, on offense, he doesn't care if he's missing. He keeps going. And the big shining star that has really pumped up his numbers this year is his 3-point percentage, shooting around 40%. That's going to come down to earth a little bit, but he doesn't take a lot. So if he's making those two or three or four that he's shooting every game, then it's going to be a tough out every single night you play the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is currently number two in points per game behind Giannis, and AD's averaging 31 points a game, 30 points a game, 11 rebounds plus 2 blocks a game. So that is showing you he's being elite on offense and defense every single night. And I can't wait to see, is he going to get MVP? Is he going to get his first MVP? Now, big AD guy, I want him to get the MVP. I'm super inspired by how he's playing. But I do have to admit, like Jokic right now is the number one. He's having a historic regular season, you know, averaging a triple double on amazing 50-50-90 shooting, 50-50-85 shooting splits. He's going insane. Um, but I think those numbers will come down a little bit. And if AD continues dominating, because he is not just an offensive dominator, he's dominating on defense too. That has to count. So I really want AD to keep pushing, keep pushing. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I'm an AD fan. If he's succeeding, I'm happy. And there is one moment, Top Shot, please. There is one moment in this past game that he played last night against the Spurs for the NBA Cup. He got 40 points, 12 rebounds, which is an amazing saga from his MGLE last year, where he dunked on Wemby, which I'm the number one serial proud owner of that. And I think there's a certain play where it just blew this wide open at the end is when in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes remaining, and D'Lo swings it behind to AD for a three, and then AD makes a three in Wemby's space, and he does the celebration. This has to be his hollow for this year. Please, Top Shot. It was so memorable. It's a good saga to his MGLE from last year. Make this his hollow. It would be amazing. Don't make it a challenge reward. Please don't make it a challenge reward. But I think this should be his hollow. And he's just having a historic season for himself and the Lakers. I think the last time a Lakers guy had this hot of a start from 20 points a game plus 11 rebounds a game plus was Shaquille O'Neal, which we know his legacy. And this is AD's team. And the Lakers look good under JJ Redick, and he's playing confident. He's playing through an eye injury. The knickknacks aren't keeping him out. So, yeah, AD, keep going, buddy. Rooting for you, obviously. Got all your jerseys back there, plus a New Orleans jersey in the closet. Um, yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers and AD, those are the two people that have stuck out to me. Obviously, Jokic, but I'm kind of waiting for the Nuggets to, you know, go with him. So I'm not going to talk about that yet. But I'm watching. But the AD thing is awesome to me this season. And the NBA Cup is ramping up. And the NBA Cup honestly has changed a lot about the games themselves. Not just that the players care more, but you're seeing because it's a point system. If they score higher every game, that puts them in better position. So you see so many buckets being made, like 144, 126 Cavs Bulls, last night. And you're seeing just people just fire up shots and these crazy video game numbers. So I think the video game number set, you'll see a lot from these NBA Cup games. Yeah, so that's the real hoops. Now let's go to real moments. What's happening in NBA Top Shot? I have absolutely loved this crafting challenges that they're doing for the new moments. So there's two things I want to talk about: the crafting challenges and then the new pack structure, how they're doing it. Am I a fan? Am I not? I'll let you know. But the crafting structure for the crafting challenges for these new moments that are coming out, legendaries are up to 10 completions, and then rares are up to the first 100 completions. And all of the special cereals are packed inside these challenges. So when the crafting challenges ends, you burn a certain amount of moments for them, and then you receive a random cereal number, but the special cereals are only in these crafting challenge packs. Am I a fan? Yes. Love. Anytime I can burn and other users burn moments, especially Series 1, this is what I'm after. And I think this is a genius way that they're doing it. Um, for instance, for the Anthony Davis denied, you had to burn 10 block commons and then Anthony Davis rare and a Lakers rare. And then you got the Anthony Davis denied. That's a lot of moments out of circulation for the first 100 users. And then you got the hollow. You have to burn their top shot debuts, or one or three series one moments, a rare, a legendary of them, and you're just shrinking the mint count of, or sorry, the available mints of these moments that people were buying, and it's just going to help the market breathe a bit. I love it. The only thing I would change is that you need to give collectors an opportunity to at least burn leaderboard for one special cereal, whether be it the jersey or the number one. Take that out and then have a separate burn board competition that collectors can compete in to guarantee get that. Then you can still have the perfect cereal and, let's say, the jersey. You can still have those in these crafting challenges packs, but have a leaderboard for the number one. I think that structure would even be even better. I would like to see that. But overall, big fan of these crafting challenges. I think it's killing two birds with one stone. It's getting people more excited about the moment, giving opportunity to craft for it and burn other stuff. And then it's just more of like a FOMO. You have to be the first 10 to get the hollow, the first 100 to get rares. So people are getting more aware and active on these. So love what I'm seeing there. And now let's talk about the packs. Way different this year. It's not theme drops. It's not, video game numbers this week, MGLE this week, for the win this week, throwdowns this week. They're doing everything. Hollow, MGLE, the fun theme sets like Denied's Back and throwdowns or for the win. They're all compact in these premium packs for $29. Um, I have mixed feelings. A part of me loves it because it makes the moments more affordable when they come out, and you can selectively pick and choose uh, more methodically about what you're spending money on. However, it's kind of scary at the same time because, you need to make a decision now, I feel like, about what you're going after and how you go after it. Um, and it's different. I think I just need to get used to it, and a lot of collectors need to get used to it. But overall, yeah, I would say I like it. I think it's a good change. It gives collectors more opportunities to maybe get moments that they wouldn't get right out the gate, and it also allows other collectors to pivot off of their strategies if need be. Um, so the pack structure is way different this year. I think the community is just going to have to get used to how it's being done because in the long run, I like the pack structures. I think it's easier for a new collector to come in, buy this $29 pack, and oh, maybe I hit a hollow. Maybe I hit this, maybe I hit that, and then that may form their collecting career. Like because that's the first cool moment they got was a for the win, and they're like, oh, I love for the win. I want to collect this now. I think it's a good entryway for new collectors. But for like collectors like me who like absolutely love legendaries and I love special cereals, it does make it a little bit more challenging because there's not a hollow drop. There's not a burn for hollow. There is, but it's now limited, and you got to be super fast. And the special cereals are only in these. It's not a guaranteed leaderboard. But overall, super positive on my side. I love the change. I think for the whole it's good for the Top Shot community. The changes that Dapper's making, they're more active, it seems. And I can't wait to see how this plays out. And hopefully that AD hollow three against Wemby is in this next drop, and it's not a challenge reward. Please, not a challenge reward. Um, yeah. So thank y'all guys so much for watching episode 7 of Down in the Bayou. I have one question to ask the audience for this week, and that is who who is your MVP? Who is your most valuable player for this year? Who are you pulling for? Who do you want to get that trophy at the end that says most valuable player, whether it's Jokic getting, another one, or if it's AD getting his first one, Donovan Mitchell's hot start with the Cavs, are you pulling for him? Who are you pulling for MVP? Guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in of episode 7 of Down in the Bayou. I'm BayouSniper. Cheers.